What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with the Week 15 minor league recap. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're officially past the halfway point now in the minor league season. So with the MLB All-Star break, the minor league season did have a couple days off as well. So this is going to be a quicker video than most. So the most games played for some of these players was 4 games, but most of these players played only 2 and 3 games this week because there was a couple days off. For the MLB All-Star break, you know, the futures game. So they definitely don't want to play minor league games while that's happening when they don't have their best players. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty quick video today. I'm not going to elaborate too much on these stats just because it is a small sample size. It's, you know, hard to kind of really get hyped up over someone that played really good for 2 games. But I'm going to go through all the numbers and show you all who played well. Let's do it. Alrighty, our first player this week is Schultz. He made the last couple recaps. He hasn't given up a run this year. He's now at 6 starts, and he has had 0 earned runs. So I will say the one thing with Schultz that is still concerning me is they're really keeping his pitch count, like, not high. He did expand to 53 pitches in his last start, but he only went 2 1/3. So did strike out 5 batters this week. That's why I included it. He literally struck out 5 of the 7 batters he faced. Still want to see higher pitch counts. I just don't really understand it, I guess. I wish I could figure out why. I don't know if he's coming off like an arm injury from high school, but I can't find anything about it. But I guess he did technically have his highest pitch count this week. Still no runs. He's been pretty much unhittable. Next up, Jett Williams. He's made a few of our recaps this year. Williams over 3 games this week, 444 batting average, 643 on base percentage, 1199 OPS. He had a double, 4 hits in 3 games. He scored 3 runs, walked 5 times, stole 3 bases too. So for just 3 games, an awesome 3 games for Jett Williams. And then our MVP at single A is Lamar Johnson. Absolutely has been getting into baseballs lately. Lamar Johnson has officially unlocked his power over 3 games this week. 625 batting average, 769 on base percentage, 1375 slugging, 2144 OPS. Again, you're going to see really elevated numbers with these small sample sizes this week. But he had 2 home runs, 5 hits in those 3 games. He scored 4 runs, walked 5 times. And yeah, Lamar Johnson's really coming into his own. So far this season, he has 11 home runs. That's really impressive for 19 years old at single A. You don't see a ton of power in single A. I would like to see his batting average higher and his strikeouts lower, but everything else looks good. Moving into high A, Kevin Parada had an excellent week. Just crushed that ball. I've expected more out of Parada this season for sure. But over 3 games this week, 250 batting average, 308 on base percentage, 1058 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 3 hits in 3 games. So 2 of his 3 hits were home runs. He had 2 RBIs and he walked once. Next up, Carson Williams. That swing is so sweet. And he's been playing really good at high A this year. Williams over 4 games this week, 308 batting average, 400 on base percentage, 1092 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 4 hits in 4 games, 2 walks. So the thing I like about Carson Williams a lot is really good defense and those extra base hits, man. He's very good at hitting for power. He is a gap-to-gap guy. He truly is. Next up, Emmanuel Rodriguez over 2 games, 375 batting average, 546 on base percentage, 1171 OPS. He had a triple, 3 hits in 2 games, an RBI. He stole a base. Next up, Gabriel Gonzalez hits his first high A home run, way over that gigantic wall. Gonzalez this week over 3 games, 364 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1227 OPS. He had a home run, a double, 4 hits in 3 games, 5 RBIs, walked once, got beaned twice. Not a bad first week at high A for Gabriel Gonzalez. We're going with a teammate here, Cole Young. So both Cole Young and Gabriel Gonzalez got pulled up this week to high A over 3 games, 400 batting average, 571 on base percentage, 1271 OPS. He had a triple, a double, 4 hits in 3 games. He walked 4 times, had an RBI, stole a base, really filled up that stat sheet for just a 3-game week. And breaking into his first minor league recap, Roman Anthony. He's in the top 100 now, so I got to start including him in these videos. Oppo Taco. Anthony this week over 3 games, 429 batting average, 692 on base percentage, 1978 OPS. He had a home run, a triple, a double, 3 hits in 3 games. He had 2 RBIs, walked 6 times. Extremely impressive for 3 games there for Roman Anthony. I'll be honest, I haven't given Roman Anthony the credit he deserves. He's having a really solid season. As we jump into Double A, yes, I said it, Double A. Jackson Holiday in his first 2 games at AA. Is just doing his thing, man. 556 batting average, no walk, so a 556 on base percentage, but a 1111 OPS. There's not much to talk about, but he had 5 hits in those 2 games. This kid's a freak, man. He's going to be in the MLB next year. He's basically made that his absolute goal, and I think we're going to see him at 20 years old in the MLB. Up next, Jason Dominguez just clobbers a baseball here. Again, Dominguez, all the tools are there. Can he find some consistency? Yeah, so a good week for Dominguez over 3 games, 400 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1200 OPS. He had a home run, 4 hits in 3 games, had 2 RBIs, walked twice, and stole a base. Yeah, Dominguez, I mean, he just can't find consistency. At AA, he's hitting 217 with a 730 OPS. 25 stolen bases is awesome. 64 walks is good too. Like, everything else is pretty good. He just needs to find the barrel more consistently, but he had a good week. Jefferson Cuero, see this ball never again. 112 miles an hour off the bat. Cuero over 2 games, 429 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1357 OPS. He had a home run, 3 hits in 2 games, and walked once. Jackson Cheerio hit a home run going into the Future Stars break. Then he hits one his first at bat afterwards. Cheerio this week over 2 games. He had a 500 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1375 OPS. He had a home run, 4 hits in 2 games, 2 RBIs. You know what? We might see a turning point here for Jackson Cheerio. He's been underwhelming in my opinion, but hey, that's a strong start to his second half. Next up, the Hispanic Titanic, Ivan Melendez, in his first 2 AA games has 2 home runs. I'm telling y'all gave me so much crap when I put Ivan Melendez in my top 10 from last year's draft. It was crazy. Y'all tore me up. And this dude is going crazy. So this week he played 3 games, 1 at high A, 2 at AA, and over 3 games, 333 batting average, 385 on base percentage, but a 1083 slugging and a 1468 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 4 hits in 3 games, 5 RBIs, and he got beaned once. This dude has figured out the wood bat. Just watch out. Just watch out. Honestly, I wish I would have bought more of his sports cards when they were a lot cheaper because they're starting to spike. This dude is showing that he's that guy. There's a reason he won the Golden Spikes Award last year. Speaking of another college guy from last year, Brooks Lee starting to find his power a little bit. 3 home runs in the last 4 games. Over 3 games this week, Lee had a 417 batting average, 429 on base percentage, 1083 slugging, and a 1512 OPS, earning his MVP honors of the week. He had 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 5 hits in 3 games, 5 RBIs, walked once, and it was intentionally. But yeah, Brooks Lee, man, he can hit. Having a really good season. He went straight to AA this year, hitting 280 with a 360 on base percentage and an 826 OPS. Very impressive in my opinion. As we jump into AAA, Ronnie Mauricio just keeps showing up on these recaps. The dude's having a great year. Over 2 games this week, Mauricio hit 333 with a 333 on base percentage. Been seeing that more. He hasn't been walking very much, but 1,000 slugging and 1333 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 3 hits in 2 games, had 5 RBIs. He's having a good year. All right, up next, Connor and Norby in that never-ending farm system in Baltimore. That AAA team just seems like they just have talent after talent there. Norby over 3 games this week, 364 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1409 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 4 hits in 3 games, had 4 RBIs, and walked 3 times. Up next, Mason Wynn. Absolute moonshot. The kid is producing at AAA. I don't know why the Cardinals will bring him up. It's confusing to me. Over 3 games this week, Wynn hit 385 with a 467 on base percentage, 1077 slugging, and 1544 OPS. He had 2 home runs, a triple, a double, 5 hits in 3 games. Had 6 RBIs, walked twice, stole a base. He completely filled up the stat sheet in just 3 games. Up next, our favorite Aussie, Curtis Mead, over 3 games this week. 667 batting average, 643 on base percentage, and a 1560 OPS. He had 0 home runs and had a 1560 OPS because he had 3 doubles. He had 8 hits in 3 games, one being a 5-hit performance. He had 4 RBIs and walked once. Curtis Mead, I think it's safe to say that he's kind of figured out how to hit again. And our MVP at AAA, rounding out the recap for the week, Emmanuel Rodriguez in grand slam fashion. Rodriguez this week over 2 games, 625 batting average, 727 on base percentage, 1977 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 5 hits in 2 games. He had 5 RBIs, and he walked 2 times. Andy Rodriguez actually just got the call to the majors. Both him and Quinn Priester will be playing in the MLB starting tonight. Let's go. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for the Week 15 minor league recap. Again, it was a quick one. There's not a lot to elaborate on with just not that many plate appearances, but we did see some really good performances. A couple guys completely filled up the stat sheets in just a couple games, which is honestly, we love to see it. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's recap, everyone. Thank you all for watching. As always, if I forgot anybody, again, it's going to be, there's probably 900 people I forgot in the 2-game series. I'm sure there's a ton of top performers that I missed, but I went through at least the top 100 and I checked out everybody. So, all right, everyone. Thank you all for watching. If I forgot anyone, the dates for this video was the 9th through the 15th of July. All right, everyone. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. See ya.